Kuven Moodley. I'm a senior lecturer in the School of Engineering in the Chemical Engineering discipline at UKZN. Today we will be presenting on some of our experiences with remote teaching and assessment of chemical engineering subject matter at UKZN across different year levels. That is, we are presenting COVID-19 catalyzed remote online learning and assessments in chemical engineering courses at 3 different year levels. This work constituted a reflective study on our experiences in conducting online assessments initiated by the rapid transition to e-learning and e-assessments. Case studies of different year levels of chemical engineering students were considered, which include a core elementary chemical engineering principles course, a practical design course, and a highly specialized final year process and control course. A variety of virtual assessment strategies and tools based on sound pedagogical approaches from the literature were used. Performance metrics show that the assessments were as effective as historical offerings, a result not seen in other courses in the program that continued with more conventional strategies of assessment. The student feedback of the offering was mostly positive. Like with the majority of courses at UKZN, chemical engineering at UKZN transitioned rapidly into an online offering in 2020. Our student body is comprised of diverse candidates from different backgrounds, social circumstances, and resource level at their secondary education institutions. This is due in part to engineering at UKZN absorbing a significant number of students from the Unite Access program, which aims to upskill learners who wish to pursue engineering but do not have the strong theoretical foundation to do so. As part of the study, we sought to develop an e-learning and teaching and assessment strategy that accommodated challenges associated with language, disability, access, logistics, and overloaded or overwhelmed students that had to shift to electronic-based learning with little to no training. E-learning in chemical engineering poses particular challenges, as McKenna and Yalvac have stated, that engineering requires more hands-on activities, illustrative examples, problem solving, and simulation and modeling compared to other fields of studies. Furthermore, Brown et al. Have stated how chemical engineering is inherently a practical subject, and employers stress the importance of extensive hands-on experience among graduates. Computer-aided chemical engineering education for teaching and learning and assessment has been reported to an extent in the literature. Note the distinction here of computers being used as a calculation tool, which is widespread in engineering, and computer-based pedagogy and assessments. Some authors have reported computer-aided teaching methods in ChemEng using specialized software, usually institution-specific, but superficially with platforms such as Moodle. Prior to 2020, no studies report comprehensive exclusive e-teaching for chemical engineering. Similarly, comprehensive exclusive e-assessments in chemical engineering were not reported prior to 2020. For example, Perry et al. In 2007 and Sorensen in 2013 used short answer and MCQ questions online at the third year level for summative assessment. Sorensen reports use of the Moodle platform, however found a poor correlation between summative test performances in the online assessments and the final design marks of candidates, which is an area of concern. Hence, our research question was formulated. Can a comprehensive, asynchronous, reduced in-person contact e-learning strategy be effectively conducted to simultaneously achieve remedial teaching of prior knowledge, address the unique challenges of a diverse cohort with a wide range of resource availability, enhance the quality of assessments and knowledge conveyance, while maintaining the integrity and excellence standards of application-based learning, and practice of chemical engineering at 3 different year levels. EXA is the engineering professional body that accredits our program and oversees the continuous professional development of our graduates. For teaching, E-based tools were used for knowledge and skills conveyance, which included recorded lectures, online group learning and collaboration, and comprehensive simulation software. E-based assessments incorporated quiz banks, simulation-based research studies, e-practicals and assignments, oral examinations, and conventional online tests. Formative and summative assessment performances were the primary gauge of students achieving learning outcomes from the implemented e-learning strategies, along with informal and formal student feedback. Assessments based on the framework of Tinoco et al., which are grounded in authenticity, consistency, transparency, and practicability, and the strategy of Black and William were employed, which included clarifying and sharing learning intentions and criteria for success, engineering effective classroom discussions and other learning tasks that elicit evidence of student understanding, providing feedback that moves learners forward, activating students as instructional resources for one another and as owners of their own learning. Prior to the execution of the online teaching program, UKZN instituted a useful trial run block to assist students and academics with tackling the steep learning curve. It became clear within the first week of these online teaching and e-assessment trials that it was difficult to offer students equal opportunities to learning when learning remotely from home. Numerous factors included socioeconomic differences, connectivity, and home life significantly affects learners' ability to perform. Therefore, we conducted a brief online survey which allowed students to identify their own barriers to engaging with the online teaching and completing online assessments to the best of their ability. Hence, student input was incorporated in the design of the online teaching and e-assessments by formulating a minimum resource base case to guide the formats. For 2020 Semester 1, the minimum expectation was that all students had access to a smartphone with a browser, a phone camera that is able to read PDFs, and a suitable internet connection with data. Sufficient data was provided monthly to all students by the institution. Hence, advanced software should not be required to complete summative timed assessments, for example. Learners were able to use their browser to access the Moodle learning platform, which is the university's standard online teaching platform. Learners with access to high-speed internet and advanced devices such as laptops, etc., should not have a significant advantage in performing their assessments to those without such devices. For the fourth year Process Dynamics and Control course offering in 2021, the base case of facilities for the online offering has been extended to candidates having access to a personal computer, as LAN access was available to students at the fourth year level in 2021. Design and evaluation are being assessed by use of a specialized process control software, and candidates were required to work in groups of 4 to execute multi-input, multi-output controller designs and evaluation. An oral assessment by group was used as part of the summative assessments for the course. To align with asynchronous learning methods, lectures were provided through narrated slideshows, worked examples, and tutorial sessions were conducted live via Zoom and later uploaded. Summative assessments in the form of online asynchronous tests were used. These tests focused on generalized situational design questions that purposefully did not scaffold or lead the candidate through the requirements in steps. The pass rates, class averages, and median performances from the 2021 offering of the course are compared in Figure 3 with average performances from the previous offerings of the course. It is clear that the results of the assessments from 2021 compared well to similar assessments from previous years within 4%. The moderator of the course has given positive feedback and has stated that the online offering has achieved the intended outcomes of the course. The performance of the cohort in the subsequent final year design project in 2021 semester 2 will be monitored to confirm the quality of knowledge conveyance achieved in the 2021 semester 1 online offering of the course. In order to assess the students' experiences in the new online offering of the fourth year process control course, an anonymous survey was conducted. The questions used in the survey were designed to gauge general experiences with the online teaching and accessibility, the assessment format, as well as the group work aspect in the online format. A standard 5-point scale from strongly disagree to strongly agree was used. The response rate for the survey was approximately 55%, numbering 35 students. The survey results are mostly in favor of the online teaching and learning format, and most responses have yielded a clear majority opinion. Students found that the online format of teaching and assessment to be accessible and easy to navigate and upload. Students also felt the independent and asynchronous learning format to be a valuable experience, and that the assessments were on par with or more challenging than conventional formats that are being used in other modules in the program. One point of concern was that some students felt disadvantaged that they could not address questions or points of clarity, which is typical of the live lecture format, and had to address these queries only via email consultation. This is an accepted deficiency of the asynchronous teaching format. The students were offered private consultation hours on a bi-weekly basis, but very rarely used this opportunity. Moving forward, those students that prefer immediate feedback can be encouraged further to use the consultation opportunities and could also be advised to arrange their learning schedule for the module around the consultation schedule. Some conclusions and future monitoring. The summative assessment outcomes showed maintenance of the year-on-year pass rates and average marks within 5 to 6%. This includes the 2 other case studies at the first and third year level. This is significant in comparison to the assessment outcomes of other courses within the School of Engineering, which saw anomalous rise in both pass rates, median and average marks, indicative of potential flaws in some implemented assessment strategies. In the current online offering, formal feedback through student surveying confirmed that the students had a mostly positive learning and assessment experience in their online format, which is encouraging for future development of the methods used in this work. Further formal feedback through survey will be used to inform student experiences. Monitoring this cohort's performances in attaining the exit level outcomes in their final year will also provide valuable information on the quality of the online teaching and assessments employed in these courses. This work is funded in part by a university capacity development grant through the Teaching Innovations and Quality Enhancement program.